27 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Play action. Now Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And all the way inside the 23 yards, the pickup there. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead.
John Brown on for the point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump back into the game, but you got to figure you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. from the shotgun. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Brandon Williams. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard
line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars are back within a score. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Colts 17, Jaguars 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
The 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Intercepted.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm coming. Run left, run left. Slam. Look for seconds. Lefty.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Colts' 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
14. Check.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Got three down. Hey. One left. Hey, easy.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Colts 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll toss it to Breida. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. Room here to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
He's brought down
from the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
Point after.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Is good. Makes the score Colts 24, Jaguars 21. John Brown.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone.
Lord have mercy.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
And the Colts first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his third touchdown now on the year, as they have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Colts 31, Jaguars 28.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now it's Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Jaguars. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 35, Colts 31.
Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now it's Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Colts.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Breida, and the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there, gets him down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Jordan Brooks gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Colts 38, Jaguars 35. John Brown set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go, here we go. Hey, alert, alert. 20, Mike 20. Yeah. You don't want none.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change, man, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expecting up the back. In fact, I know I sat down with my accountant.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We got 4. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 18, 18. Check 52.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
9-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alert flare, flare. Hatchet. Watch the eye. Check 37, check 37. Shoot, watch the shoot. Alert.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 29 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 42, Colts 38.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Focusing on me, live in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. This winter destination's all I want to see. Ocean from residence to 3 different.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Breida.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
26.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
22, 22. Here we go, D. And it's around. Me and you. It's just me and you. It's me and you. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got top up, top up. Let's get it now, let's get it right now.
Now a give to Breida. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Breida. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
42.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Jacksonville, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.